Hi, I'm Garrett, and this is my wife Lauren. We are spare time travel vloggers on a 6-week adventure through India, Nepal, Thailand, and Vietnam.
Over the next 5 days, we'll be exploring northern India's famous tourist triangle.
This travel circuit is considered a great introduction to India for first-time visitors. It offers a mix of history, culture, architecture, heritage sites, and sightseeing. Just 5 short days, we packed in the highlights of Delhi, Agra, and Jaipur. We got to see a wonder of the world, explore UNESCO World Heritage Sites, and eat some delicious food. We organized this self-travel itinerary to see a lot in a little amount of time, and we are pumped to share our experiences with you. Let's start with some logistics and an itinerary overview. Most people start and end their Golden Triangle adventure in New Delhi since that is where the large international airport is located. We opted to fly into Delhi where we spent 2 nights with 1 full day of sightseeing.
We flew Indigo for our flights in India and had a great experience. All our flights were on time and the service was great.
Then we hired a driver to take us from Delhi to Agra where we spent 1 night. There are trains and buses that will take you from city to city on this tourist loop. However, due to the short amount of time we had and our preference for convenience of pickup and drop off directly from the hotel, we opted to hire a private driver. A one-way transfer cost us $67 US. We'll leave a link in the description for the transfer that we booked. It even included a stop for some highway chai.
I got some highway chai, highway masala, so risking it all.
In comparison, you can get a first-class train ticket for about $15 US. And after an amazing sunrise at the Taj Mahal, we hired a driver to take us from Agra to Jaipur where we spent another 2 nights. And while exploring each city, getting from place to place, we recommend Uber. It is relatively affordable, reliable, and does have a set price for the transportation. So if you're not good at bargaining, we recommend Uber. You can even order an Uber tuk-tuk, which is really fun. Since we were headed to the airport to get to our next destination anyways, we opted to fly from Jaipur to Delhi and go onward from there. Overall, we had 5 nights in India, 4 full days of sightseeing, and a transit day on either end.
The time of year you choose to visit India will make a big difference on if you enjoy your trip or if you feel like you're gonna sweat to death. We visited in February and the weather was fantastic. If you can avoid the summer months when it's sweltering, we'd highly advise that.
We want to thank the sponsor of this video, Sim Local. It can be tough to find a cost-effective solution to stay connected when traveling. But SimLocal's eSIM allows you to select your destination country and desired data amount for a tailored plan. SimLocal offers eSIM services in 150 plus countries and their plans are based on local prices. SimLocal will give you a 100% refund if your travel plans change. Click the link in the description and use this code for 10% off at checkout. Okay, thank you SimLocal, and now back to the video. With all of that out of the way, let's dive into where we stayed, what we did, and everything we ate in each city. We're in Delhi. Our flight got in at about 3 a.m. so we picked a hotel that was close to the airport so we didn't have to travel all the way into Delhi. So we're actually staying in Aero City, which is just basically 5 minutes from the airport, which was super convenient. We are staying here for the next 2 nights and we're gonna explore. Depending on what you want to do in Delhi, there are so many places to stay. And this is an important decision because it'll take you a lot longer than you think to get to places because there's so much traffic. If I could go back and do it all over again, I would stay somewhere closer to central Delhi, probably the Connaught Place area. It's centrally located, it's close to a bunch of major attractions and public transportation, and I felt like we spent a lot of time just trying to get from place to place in various Ubers.
First stop in any new city is always food. We are headed next to Bukhara. It's a world-renowned restaurant. The Clintons, Arnold Schwarzenegger, a whole bunch of people have eaten there, and it is one of the best northern Indian restaurants supposedly in the world.
Malai kebab chicken.
At this restaurant, there are no utensils, so you have to get like the locals and eat with your hands. It's messy, but very, very delicious, and everything is just so scoopable.
Okay, we just finished at the restaurant and it was absolutely delicious, but it was very, very expensive. I think we spent like 6,000 rupees, which is like pretty absurd, I'm not gonna lie, but it was good. I would say it was worth the expense, but we're gonna have to find some cheaper alternatives later on the line. Now we're gonna go see some of the sights. We made it to Humayun's tomb. We're about to walk in. We gotta pay the tourist prices, 600 rupees versus 40.
I mean, it's called Humayun's tomb, but there's actually smaller tombs all around it. It's a big ground. There's a lot to see all around it as well. So we're kind of working our way up to the main attraction.
Humayun was the second Mughal emperor of India, and his tomb was built in 1570 after his death. This tomb was one of the first of its time, a tomb with 4-quadrant garden with pools joined by channels. This tomb really defined the Mughal architecture style and would be used to construct the famous Taj Mahal a century later. It's always good to learn something new. We're headed to Qutub Minar. We were waiting on our Uber. It's a little hectic out here. We timed our trip with golden hour, and the lighting and sunset views really added to the experience.
The central point of the complex is Qutub Minar, a minaret built as a victory tower in 1192 AD.
We have been exploring, taking a lot of photos, and now we're gonna walk to go get some food and hopefully find a good rooftop.
We're walking to a restaurant called Rooh. It's like right across the street, definitely walking distance from Qutub Minar. We've definitely been to this restaurant in San Francisco, but we're really excited to try it in Delhi. Full disclosure, we're being quote unquote very safe in India this time around. We're going to Everest Base Camp in 5 days, and we really just can't afford to risk anything not feeling right, so we are being extremely cautious this time around.
We gotta watch them cook. We balled out at dinner and started with paneer tikka. Look at them spices. For our main course, we had tandoori chicken koftas, some naan, kulcha, which at this restaurant was stuffed naan with delicious fillings, and some raita. After dinner, we were absolutely stuffed, and then we called an Uber to head back to our hotel. We did get stuck in the famous Delhi traffic, and it probably took us about an hour to get back to our hotel, which, you know, we expected. We are packing up now. We are about to get transferred from Delhi to Agra. We just hired a private driver. It was kind of the easiest way to get there, the quickest. We're gonna get to Agra, relax a little bit, and then tomorrow we are going to the Taj Mahal. For lunch, we walked over to a local restaurant. We got a traditional veg thali platter, some noodles, and a bunch of delicious food, so that was great. And then we just kind of relaxed during the afternoon, you know. We kind of went and checked out the pool, really just tried to relax because we had been traveling a lot. But then for dinner, we went to a more upscale romantic restaurant at our hotel, and it was great. We had a lamb shank, and the ambiance was really cool. There was some nice background music. It was a great time. We stayed at the Courtyard Marriott Hotel and used points. We both travel a lot for our day jobs, so you often will hear us say we stayed at a Marriott property and used points. However, there are tons of hotels and Airbnbs in Agra and also located near the Taj Mahal. This morning we were up super early. It is currently about 5:15 in the morning, and we are about to go see the Taj Mahal at sunrise, and we are super excited. The Taj Mahal is open to visit from sunrise to sunset, and we chose to visit at sunrise in the hopes of getting some epic views of the Taj Mahal. It was a bold move considering we were in line to enter just before 6 a.m. and it was already getting very busy. You can see the line of people starting to get longer as it gets closer to opening.
Also, ma'am, and this is the main entrance.
For the next few hours, we walked around the grounds, took in the stunning craftsmanship of the marble,
Even the trash cans are marble.
and took as many photos as possible. Everyone fighting for the perfect photo. Don't forget to look with your eyes. People, I think, are fighting for photos. It's funny. This place is stunning. All the white marble, it is just absolutely gorgeous. We paid to have a guided tour. Praveen was the man and gave us a history lesson about the Taj Mahal, snapped some jazzy photos for us, and really made our trip memorable. Normally we like to DIY most tours, but it was nice to have someone else to learn and discuss the history with. The total cost for this tour was $62 US, and we'll leave a link in the description for the tour that we booked. Pro tip, don't bring a bag with you to the Taj Mahal. Bring minimal belongings if you can, maybe like a camera. You have to go through security, which is normal, but if you bring a bag, you have to put it through a bag scanner. There were so many bags and really only like 2 people working, and nothing was in order, and the machine just kept sending bags, so they'd be all piled up and people were yelling that they were taking other people's bags, and it was just a mess, honestly.
After our tour, we enjoyed breakfast at the hotel before getting in our next transfer to Jaipur.
We are staying at the Jaipur Marriott Hotel, mainly because we had a bunch of points to use and it was close to the airport. We're gonna go walk to the Patrika Gate. It's all lit up in the evening. It's supposed to be beautiful, so we're just gonna go look at it, take some photos, and then have a lazy evening before we go explore tomorrow. So we're super excited. We're headed to get in an Uber and we're going to the city palace this morning to explore. It's supposed to be pretty and pink, and the royals used to live there. Yeah. We're in a tuk-tuk now, headed to the palace. Like every time you get on the road here, you gotta say a quick prayer to make sure you're gonna get where you're going alive.
All right, we got our tickets to the city palace. They're 1,000 rupees per person, which gets you access to the museum and the palace courtyards. We were laughing when we got up there because there's a sign that says shooting ongoing in the palace. I feel like they could have had a better sign, but I guess someone's shooting a documentary in here today. So excited to go in and explore, and here we go.
Okay, real quick for all the history nerds, the Jaipur Palace was built in the 1700s, and the reason for all the pink was the ruler at the time, this guy. Pink was mandated in 1876 to help welcome the Prince of Wales, and actually the last ruling royal family still live in a private area of the palace, but they wouldn't let me in. Okay, back to the vlog.
I'm a little sad because all the things I wanted to see here, I can't see. So I wanted to see the meeting place, which is the pretty pink ceilings and everything. That's closed off for filming. And then a lot of the other pictures that you see, like the blue and white room or like those really intricate ceilings, all those are part of a royal tour. So you have to pay and like get a guide and do all of that, and you have to like reserve that in advance. So not exactly what I was expecting, but the parts that we were able to see were still pretty. I think we saw the Peacock Gate, which was really nice. Definitely didn't get to see as much we had hoped, and this is definitely one of the more expensive attractions that we've visited in India compared to what we did in, Delhi. So a little bummed out, but it's still a beautiful evening, so we're gonna go get some food and keep exploring.
Just had lunch at a place near the city palace. All of that food we got was about 1,000 rupees, so very good deal, very delicious food, and we highly recommend it. With full stomachs, we headed to get a view of one of Jaipur's most famous attractions, the Hawa Mahal. Yeah, hang on.
Yes. Every time we come into the streets, Garrett gets a little on edge. Woo, almost got hit by a motorbike. Kind of just gotta embrace the chaos. It's the only way. This is crazy. We're gonna attempt to cross this street to go to one of those cafes up there and get a better view.
We stopped in the Windview Cafe to get a really great view, and we're enjoying this cappuccino. We got a huge thing of water, and it's just a great place to relax. The weather is beautiful, there's a breeze, we're in the shade, so just a nice place to chill and hang out for a little bit.
They do have a cover charge, but your bill reduces the amount you have to pay to get in. So they don't want people just coming up here taking photos for free and then leaving. I almost got hit by like 3 cars.
You're a little bit of a drama mama, a little bit of a baby. I mean, go a little love tap, a little love tap on the leg. You're fine.
After the cafe, we took it easy because we had an early morning and a long travel day ahead. We are headed to Nepal to hike the Everest Base Camp trek. We hope this video helps you plan your trip to India. If you have any questions, let us know down in the comments and we'll do our best to answer them. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.